Hello, welcome to another session of Wiki Procedure, and we are going to look on how you can validate or equate your foreign education certificate in Kenya. Down here we have given you a external link which is going to direct you to our Wiki Procedure page where we have given you a detailed information on how you can go about the application process. And I would like you to direct your attention to the right hand side of the screen, and right here we have the select language option which we have included, and you can choose which language you find easy, which will be easy for you to comprehend. Like in Kenya, you can choose the Swahili option, and by choosing the Swahili option, this page is going to be translated to Swahili if that is your preferred language of choice. Like right now, you see it has already been translated, but for our purposes we are just going to go with the English version. So as we move on, we are going to look at where you can visit so you can make your application. This application can only be done in person, and it cannot be done through the online platforms. So we are going to let's get on with the program, and we are going to visit to see how you can go about the application process. So the list of items that we are going to cover in this session include the need to validate or equate your foreign education certificate, the eligibility, the required documents, the steps to follow while you're making the application, the applicable fees, the validity period, the processing time, offices and other contacts, and other relevant information. So this procedure today is brought to you by wikiprocedure.com. Welcome. So let's get it. The need to validate or equate a foreign education certificate. A person holding a foreign certificate and is seeking to join an institution offering the council's examination shall obtain an equation from the council before joining that institution. So let me begin by mentioning that in Kenya, the Kenya National Examination Council, the initial KNEC, is the institution mandated by law to issue examinations in Kenya. So if a person holding a foreign certificate seeks to join an institution that is examined by the council's body, this examination council's body, if a person seeks to join an institution which offers examinations from KNEC, that person needs to obtain an equation certificate from KNEC so he can join that institution. 2. A person holding a foreign certificate and seeking to present his or her qualifications to an employer can obtain an equation from the council to present it to the employer. So that's straightforward. The eligibility is one that a person holding a foreign certificate and that person seeks to join an institution offering next examination is eligible for the equation on validation, and such certificate should. And number 2, the person holding a foreign certificate, the certificate should have been awarded by an accredited examination body or an institution mandated by law to offer the examination and certificate. So the certificate cannot be from an institution that isn't recognized or mandated by law. Otherwise, the council will not validate or equate such certificates. So the required documents: you need an original education certificate, You need photocopies of the same. You need a school leaving certificate or testimonials from the institution which you attended during the course for each certificate presented for the equation. You also need a letter from your embassy or Ministry of Education of the country where the certificate originated from, giving a detailed report on the accreditation status of the examination board which issued the certificate. You also need a copy of the syllabus to show the course content, and this may be requested or may not be requested. You also need a letter from the examination board giving details of the mode of assessment or evaluation, which may be either formative or summative, and this may be requested or may not be requested. So steps to follow is that first you should write a letter to the Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya National Examination Council requesting for the equation, and you should state in the letter the reason for the equation, and you should also give your postal address, the postal address of the institution or organization which requests the equation or the validation of the certificate. Number 2 is that you should attach the required documents to the application letter. The required documents you've already mentioned there, and first of all, I've included a link to guidelines on how you can go about the procedure. So number 1, you need to note that you should write a letter to the Chief Executive Officer requesting equation or validation, and give reasons why you want your certificates to be validated. And you are, after going through the guidelines, you're just going to go through the guidelines, and you make the payments and deposit the slip together with the letter of request and required documents. You should send the whole package together, or the whole documents together, and send it to the County Secretary of Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya National Examination Council, PO Box 73598-000 Nairobi, and the equation certificate will be ready after 10 working days. So before we proceed, just let's take a look at how the equation certificate application guidelines look like. So when you approach the Kenya National Examination Council, they are going to give you these guidelines for you to go through, and you can to get to know how you can make your application. So just go through so you can go through the document, read through. They have given you guidelines on how you can go about making the application. Most of the guidelines is the what you need, information about the certificates, where the certificate should be originating from, and after you have gone through and you can see that you have satisfied the requirements, you should write the letter and address the letter to the Chief Executive Officer as you have stated. And the fees, applicable fees, have also been mentioned there. We have for 3,408 will be charged for equation of each foreign certificate. For the same amount will be charged for equation of each KNEC certificate to be sent outside Kenya. They say 1,160 will be charged for evaluation of each KNEC certificate to be sent within Kenya. So the places where you can go and make the payments are the Cooperative Bank, National Bank of Kenya, Kenya Commercial Bank, and Equity Bank. The deposit slips are already provided at the bank. Yes, so go through this. We have included the link in our wiki procedure page, so just click here and you'll have the guidelines, and these guidelines are provided. You can go to the Kenya National Examination offices and they'll give you the guidelines. Okay, so other information is the fees, as we already discussed, are 3,400, and they range from 1,160 to 3,480. The validity period of the letter is only meant to be used by the institution which requested it, or which is addressed to, and it cannot be transferred to another institution. The processing time is 10 working days. The office locations of the Kenya National Examination Council, they're located at the National Housing Corporation at Aga Khan Walk, Nairobi, opposite Cooperative House, and you can visit them at www.nec.ac.ke. Other information is that you should note that NEC does not accept checks. NEC will only equate certificates which have been awarded by accredited examination board. Institutions-based certificates similar to those offered by NEC will not be equated, and NEC will only equate certificate where a method formula for conversion exists and where the curriculum followed is known to NEC. So go through the guideline and it will give you detailed information. So thank you for watching wikiprocedure.com. Like the video below and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button right here. Yes, tell a friend to tell a friend about our page. Visit our wiki procedure, www.wikiprocedure. Go to the Kenya section, and we have different procedures for all the 47 counties in Kenya, and we have very many procedures which you can go through and find which is more applicable to you. So I wish you all the best in your quest to validate or equate your foreign education certificate. Thank you.